For centuries, the Galactic Council had kept humanity at the edge of its maps, curious, cautious, and mostly amused. Earth was classified as a developing death world, its species biologically tenacious but emotionally fragile. The general consensus? Humans are afraid of war. They had observed Earth's modern history. Global wars that scarred nations, left generations traumatized, and spawned endless debates about peace. Humanity had treaties, charters, and international laws designed to prevent conflict. From the perspective of the war-hardened species of the galaxy, humans looked timid, idealistic at best, cowardly at worst. And so, the Council never invited Earth to participate in military coalitions. Why ask the pacifists to a battle? But then came the Trelvax incursion. The Trelvax were not just invaders. They were an extinction-level swarm that devoured civilizations, literally. Planet after planet, they landed with biological terraforming engines and flooded surfaces with acid-fed supercolonies. No diplomacy, no warning, no survivors. When the Council realized the Trelvax were heading for Earth, they issued a formal evacuation notice to humanity. But Earth refused. The Council was baffled. "They must not understand the threat," said Chancellor Korvax of the Graxel Dominion. "Send them more data." They sent simulations, visuals, and genetic breakdowns of Trelvax swarm beasts. Still, Earth refused. Instead, they sent a short, encrypted message, "Come and watch." The Council dispatched a delegation of high-ranking officials, scientists, and strategists. They arrived in Earth's orbit expecting to see disorganized panic, maybe last-minute evacuations. Instead, they saw preparation. Entire cities had been transformed into layered fortresses. Satellites had been reprogrammed into kinetic interceptors. Civilian factories were now printing railgun parts and autonomous drone swarms. Even the moon had been partially hollowed out to house massive fusion lance arrays. "This isn't desperation," muttered Admiral Vrex of the Tharnax Navy. "It's doctrine." The first wave of Trelvax spores entered Earth's atmosphere within a week. What followed was unlike anything the galaxy had seen. At first, the Trelvax landed in the Amazon basin, assuming it to be a fertile, jungle-rich zone, perfect for breeding. Within minutes, they encountered napalm storms, bioacid foam, and automated terrain collapsers that dropped entire portions of the rainforest into molten magma pockets. In Africa, the swarm touched down near the Sahara. There, railgun satellites locked on from orbit and bombarded the landing vectors with depleted uranium spikes at hypersonic speed. The Trelvax bioships disintegrated mid-descent. In Asia, human drone swarms overwhelmed Trelvax airfloaters, hacked into their neural cores mid-flight, and reverse-engineered their flight patterns for counterattack strategies in real time. The Council delegates watched all of this from Earth's secure command center buried beneath Antarctica. They were speechless. Dr. Yulia Sen, Earth's chief strategist, calmly explained, "We're not afraid of war. We're afraid of starting one. But if it comes to us..." She glanced at the massive holographic screen displaying casualty counts. "We don't hold back." By day 3, the Council knew they had misjudged humanity. Horribly, the Trelvax had adapted, evolving acid-resistant exoskeletons, tunneling creatures, and aerial hive bombers. So humanity escalated. They deployed Whispers, Black Ops AI hunter-killer units that infiltrated enemy hives and caused chain reactions using the Trelvax's own reproductive chemicals. They activated the Stratoforge, a classified weather control array that created targeted microhurricanes to disrupt swarm flight paths. And then, on day 5, they unleashed the weapon that made even Admiral Vrex take a step back. Project Prometheus, a zero-point energy cannon hidden beneath the Mariana Trench. Its activation boiled a third of the Pacific Ocean into superheated mist and vaporized the Trelvax's primary mothership in orbit. No war cries, no celebration, just silence. By day 7, the swarm had been eradicated. Not repelled. Eradicated. The Council called an emergency meeting. Every species attended, some out of awe, others out of fear. The topic, Earth. Chancellor Korvax, once skeptical, stood before the assembly. "We said humans were afraid of war. We were wrong." He looked around. They fear what war turns them into, and that, my friends, is far more terrifying. Epilogue. Humanity was no longer at the edge of the map. They now sat at the center. And when a new species asked Earth to share its military doctrine, the response was chillingly short. Don't start the fire, but if you do, run.